All right, for this word problem, it says you're going to the store to buy some snacks for you and your brother. So this problem says you are going to the store to buy some snacks for you and your brother. You have $30. Okay. You're buying bags of Cheetos for $3. Okay. And or bags of Lay's for $5. Okay. So Lay's for $5. It also says you must buy at least 3 bags of Cheetos. So at least 3 bags of Cheetos because they are your brother's favorites. All right, it says graph the possible solutions to this problem. List 2 possible solutions that you might choose. All right, so let's go ahead and define some of these variables. All right, so let's say x is going to be the number of bags of Cheetos. And let's call y the number of bags of Lay's. All right, so let's go ahead and create 2 equations. So if I only have $30 to spend, um, the most I can spend is $30, right? And so whatever I buy has to equal or be less than $30. Okay. So you're buying Cheetos for $3. Okay, so again, um, the dollars the dollars will match up with the dollars. Okay, so we have 3, and this is going to be Cheetos, so 3x. Lay's of chips is 5y, and whatever I buy has to be less than or equal to $30. Okay. So if the bags of chips and Lay's is $2.99, we're good. If it's $25, we're okay too. It has to be no more than $30. It also says you must buy at least 3 bags of Cheetos. Okay, so the Cheetos is the X value, so you must buy at least. So this X amount has to be greater than or equal to 3. All right, so now I have my equations. These are my equations. These are my 2 linear equations. Now the blue equation is in standard form, which is fine, but we need to make it into a linear equation, okay, to find the y-intercept. Or what you can do is find your x-intercepts and your y-intercepts. Okay. Either way will work. So let's go ahead and find our y-intercepts first by plugging 0 in for x. Okay. So if I put 0 in for x, I'll get my y-intercepts. Okay. 3 times 0 is going to be 0. So what I'm left with is 5y is less than or equal to 30. Divide both sides by 5. And number y is less than or equal to 6. All right. So my y-intercept is going to be 0, 6. Okay. And for my x-intercept, what to do is plug in 0 for y to find my x-intercept. So using the same equation, I'll have 3x plus 5 times 0 less than or equal to 30. This goes away, of course, because 5 times 0 is going to be 0. So that 3x is less than or equal to 30. Divide both sides by 3. And I get x is less than or equal to 10. Okay. So my x-intercept for this one, it will be 10 and 0. So this one has my y-intercept, my x-intercept. So let's go ahead and try to graph this out. So if my x is 10, let's see, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I scale this out to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't have enough spaces here for my 10th value. But if I scale this by 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, perfect. C 12. Okay. X-intercept at 10, so right over here. And the y-intercept will be at 6. So using the same scale, I'll use this at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So my y-intercept will be right here at 6. So since this is a linear equation, it's just a straight line through those two intersects. Um, and question for you, will this be a dashed line or a solid line? If we look at this, this will tell us if it's a dashed line or a solid line. If it has an equal sign with it, it's going to be a solid line. So if I can knit this up, let's see. Hopefully that's straight enough. All right, so there's my somewhat of a straight line there. For my red equation, x has to be greater than or equal to 3. So again, another solid line. This is 2, this is 4, 3 will be right over here in the middle. So that's going to be one solid line, just like that. So since x will be greater than 3, so anything to the right of 3 will be a possible solution. For the blue equation, it looks like it's saying y is less than 30, so which means if it's less than, it's going to be underneath. So underneath the blue line. So anything in this area for that equation is a possible solution. Okay. Now when it's asking us, list two possible solutions that you might choose, given both scenarios, where they overlap is a possible solution. So in this area over here, this is where my possible solutions are. Okay. So I can choose any two variables from that graph area. All right, looking for some possible solutions. All right, two possible solutions is anywhere in this yellow area. So let's pick a spot. How about right over here in this area up here? Let's see, that's going to be 6 and -2. So if I pick 6 and -2, let's just take a second and to think about that conceptually. Okay. So we're saying that we'll have 6 bags of Cheetos, and -2 bags of Lay's. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? No, I cannot buy -2 bags of Lay's. Okay. Therefore, this is actually not a solution. Okay. So we can't have a negative bag of Lay's, which means both of my numbers have to be a positive number. Okay. I can't have a negative number. So this is actually not a possible solution. Okay. So this is not a possible solution. I cannot have -2 bags of Lay's. So let's try again. So if I need to revisit the solution, I need to have anything above this x-axis. So really right over here, anything in this area over here is a possible solution. Okay. Has to be above the x-axis. They both have to be positive numbers. Okay. So to redo this, we can try find a spot right over here, which is going to be 4 and 2. So if I choose 4 and 2, now that is a possible solution. Okay, so that is correct. Another possible solution could be anywhere. How about right over, how about over here? Okay, that's going to be 8 bags of Lay's. Sorry, 8 bags of Cheetos. That's 8 0. So 8 0, which means that's 8 bags of Cheetos, 0 bags of Lay's. That's okay. As long as we have my 3 bags of Cheetos, we're good to go. So these are both good solutions right here. Okay. And hopefully that helps.